Good morning! Welcome back to Math Dali. Okay, so ayan. Salamat. So tapos na po tayo sa ating addition and subtraction of integers. So ngayon, dadako naman tayo sa ating lesson which is multiplication and division of integers. So pero bago yan, nais ko munang magpasalamat sa mga nag-subscribe sa channel. Sa mga hindi pa po nag-subscribe, pindutin lang po yung subscribe button. Kasama na rin po yung notification bell. Ayan po. Marami pong salamat. So, ngayon, pag-aaralan natin yung tungkol sa multiplying and dividing integers. Pero bago yan, may binigay ako sa inyong homework last time. That is, we're going to subtract the sum of negative 12 and 38 from the difference of 72 and negative 34. So, una, kukunin muna natin yung ating minuend. So, ang ating minuend dito, the word from, yan, yung nakalagay dito na from kasi ibig sabihin, yung sum nitong dalawang to, yung negative 12 saka yung positive 38, yan, ibabawas natin yan dito sa difference nitong dalawa. So, we're going to find the difference of 72 and negative 34. So, nilagay ko na dito. So, 72 minus negative 34. So, yan. So, first, we are going to change the sign of the subtrahend. So, papalitan nyo to. So, itong negative 34 dito, magiging positive 34. Then, proceed to addition. Yan. Okay, so add natin to. So that will be equal to, yan. Yan ko lang yan. 2 plus 4, that will be equal to 6. Yan, lagay natin dito yung sagot. Then we have 7 plus 3, that will be equal to positive 10. Okay, so lagay lang natin dito. Yan. Okay, so yan. That is 106. So meron na tayong lalagay na minuend. So lalagay natin dito yung minuend natin. That is 106. So we have 106. So ang kulang na lang dyan yung susubtract natin dito. Less. Yan. Kukunin natin kung ano yung ating sum dito. Yan. So, negative 12 plus 38. So, sunod naman, kunin natin yung sum. So, pag sinabing sum, we're going to add the two numbers. So, ito yung negative 12 saka yung 38. So, negative 12 plus 38. So, unlike sign, so, ang gagawin natin, subtract daw natin yung kanilang absolute value. So, hanapin natin yung absolute value ng 38, that is positive 38. Absolute value ng negative 12, that is positive 12, that is now equal to, ano? So, kukunin natin yung difference nito. Subtract natin yung smaller number from the bigger number. Yan. So, 38 minus 12, that will be equal to 8 minus 2, we have 6. Then, 3 minus 1, that will be equal to, lagay natin dito yung sagot. 3 minus 1, that is equal now to 2. Yan, 26. So, yun yung ilalagay natin dito na subtrahen natin. So, positive yan kasi mas malaki yung 38 kaysa sa absolute value ng negative 12. So, kokopyahin natin yung sign ng 38, that is positive. Kaya positive 26. So, lagay na natin dito yung sum sa baba ng 126. So, less. Lagay natin dito 26. Okay, so yan. So, 106 minus 26, that will be equal to, yan. Subtract na natin. Same lang naman sila ng sign. So, pwede na yan. So, 6 minus 6, that will be 0. Then, 10 minus 2, that will be equal to 8. So, ang sagot, we have 80. Tama? 80. So, yan yung sagot. So, the difference between the sum of this number and the difference of these two numbers is just equal to 86. So, ito na yung ating sagot sa assignment. Okay na? Okay, so yan. Okay, next na tayo. Okay, multiplication of integers using the integer counters. So, naalala niyo yung ating gamit before sa integer counter, yung mga blue chip and the red chip. Okay, so gagamitan natin to ng ating integer counter. So, gamit ako ng isang application dito. Yan. Let us have this. Yan, sa painting ko. So, ibig sabihin nito, 3 times negative 4. Yan. We're going to have or construct 3 groups of negative 4. Yan. Gagawa tayo dito ng mga counters natin. So, dapat meron tayong tatlong grupo ng negative 4. So, drawing ako dito ng negative 4. Yan. So, 3 groups tayo. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yan. So, one group na yan. Siyempre, lalagyan ko yan ng kulay. Since that is negative, gagamitin natin ay red. Okay, so yan. So, kopyahin ko na lang to para mabilis. So, yan. So, another group. Then we have another group. Yan. Sabihin yan, 3 groups. So, we have this. 1. Yan, lalagay ko lang dyan. Then we have, litan lang natin yung group natin. Sorry. Kumit ako ng black. Okay, so we have 3 groups of negative 4. So, 1, 2, then we have 3. Ayan, so yan yung ibig sabihin nito. We have 3 groups of negative 4. Lagay ko lang sa baba, ha? That is 3 groups of negative 4. Ayan. So, ngayon naman, bibilangin natin kung ilan yung ating na-form dito na negative counters. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so out of these 3 groups, we have 12 negative counters. So, yung lalagay natin dito, we have equal to negative 12. So, yan, ang gamit ng negative counters yan. So, paano naman yung number 2? So, we have negative 4 times positive 2. So, paano to? Meron tayong negative sa unahan. Dito kasi wala kanina, di ba? So, dito naman, ang ibig sabihin nito, we're going to remove 4 groups of positive 2 counters. So, paano ba yan? So, since wala pa tayong i-remove na group, so gagawa tayo ng pairs ng 0 counters. Yan. Ang pairs ng 0 counters, meron tayong positive yan, and negative. So, sample natin dito, we have this one that is our red counters. Yan, lagay ko lang dito. Yan. So, ito yung ating negative 1. Then, we also have positive 1. Walang min ako dito. Ito yung ating positive 1. So, pag positive, lagay natin dito yung blue. Gamit natin dati before. It is blue. Yan. Okay, so, group lang muna natin to. Dalawang to. Ano ba yan? Okay, so, ito muna. So, actually, ito ay equal sa, yan, lagay ko lang dito. That is equal to 0. If you combine that, that is equal to 0. Oh, no! Lagay ko lang dito. Oh, no. That is equal to 0. Tama? Okay, so, positive 1 plus a negative 1, that is equal to 0. So, since wala pa tayong i-remove dito, so magko-construct tayo ng mga ganitong pair ng 0. 4 groups. Okay, so we have, kopyahin ko na lang to. Ayan. Okay, so, yan tayo dito. Okay, so yan. We already have one group. Then, kailangan kasi dito, 4 groups. Hmm. Yan. Bilisan lang natin para matapos na. Yan. So, yan. Meron na tayong 3 groups. Then we have another groups. Okay, so yan. We already have 4 groups of yan. Di kasya. Sorry. Meron tayo ditong 1. And we already also have 2. Then we have 3 and we also have so yan. Yan lang natin. Square. Yan. So we have 4 groups. So ang ibig sabihin nito, remove 4 groups of positive 2. So ang tatanggalin natin dito yung mga positive. So i-remove natin yung positive 2 dito sa 4 groups. So delete na lang natin to. Yan. Delete natin yan. So remove 4 groups of positive 2. So makikita nyo, tinatanggal natin yung mga positive dun sa 4 groups. Yan. Ayan. Then we also have this. Going to remove that positive 2 out of that 4 groups. Ayan. So, ang naiwan lang natin dito, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, ang naiwan dyan ay 8 groups of, 8 negative counters. So, lalagay natin dito, negative 8, not groups, since we already have 4 groups here. Okay, so ayan. So, dito naman, okay na dito. So, ang tinanggal natin dun sa group ay yung positive 2 counters. Yan. Dalawang positive 2. Yan. Dito naman we have remove 3 groups of negative 4. Okay, so yan. Lalagay ko lang dito yung technique natin dito. We have remove sa integer counter, that is remove 4 groups of positive 2. Nalagay ko pa yung positive. Okay, so this example, medyo tapat ko lang yung ating negative dito. Yan. Ito yung ating kokopyahin. Ayan. Okay, so dito naman we have remove 3 groups of negative 4. So wala pa tayong i-remove. So gagawa muna tayo ng mga pairs ng positive and negative counters. Ilan yan? We have 3 groups. And so we have 1. Medyo mahaba ata to. 2, 3, and we have 4. Okay, so yan, kasya naman. Open ko na lang to. Yan. Mabilis. Yan, 1 group. Another one, we have 2 groups. Then we have 3 groups. Ayan, so meron na tayong 3 groups dito. Okay, so ang tatanggalin natin dito, separate ko lang gamit yung rectangle para ma-classify natin na yan ay tatlong grupo lang. Yan. So we have this. One group and we have another group. Ayan. Then we have another group. Okay, so ayan. Ayan. So kung mapapansin ninyo, wala pang sagot dito kasi pagka kinombine natin to gamit yung addition, ang lalabas ng sagot dito ay 0. Makakancel po to lahat. Okay, so ang i-apply natin dito yung operation natin which is multiplication. Yan. So i-multiply natin yan. Negative 3 times negative 4. Ibig sabihin nito, remove 3 groups of negative 4. So tatanggalin natin dito yung mga negative 4 dito sa tatlong groups. Okay, so sana to? Yan, tanggalin yan. And we also have this. Remove 3 groups of negative 4. Yan. Tignan ko kaagad, baka mamaya mali yung tinatanggal. Okay, so negative. So ibig sabihin, ang tatanggalin natin dito yung mga red. Keep. Yan. Yan. Tanggalin natin to, mga to. Yan. So last group. Kasi remove 3 groups. Tatlong groups daw. Okay, so yan. Tanggalin natin yan. Okay, so yan. This time, bibilangin na lang natin kung ilan yung naiwan dito na keep. Okay, so integers. Okay, so integer counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 positive counters. So ito yung positive natin. So ilalagay na natin dito yung ating sagot. That will be equal to positive 12. Okay, so yan. Okay, so ano napansin natin dito? Ito, magkaiba yung sign. Positive times a negative, that is equal to negative. Dito naman, ganun din, magkaiba yung sign natin. Negative times positive, that is equal to negative. Dito naman, negative 3 times a negative 4, that is equal to positive 12. Meron pa bang hindi na gamit? Okay, so yun. Paano kung parehas na positive? Yan, magbibigay ako ng additional example dito. So let's have number 4. Paano kung meron tayong 2 multiply to 3? Yan. Medyo, yan na lang. Equals to, ito na medyo malapit. Oh no! 2 times 3, that is equal to, oh no! Oh no, dami ng oh no. Yan. Okay, so yan. So 2 times 3, ibig sabihin nito, 2 groups of 3 positive 3 counters. So gagawa tayo dito ng groups of positive 3 counters. Yan. Kopyahin ko na lang yan para mabilis. Positive. So ang kailangan natin dito yung blue. Yan. Okay, so we have yan, tatlo. Dalawang group, meron tatlong positive counters. One group. Yan. And another group. Okay, so yan. Separate ko lang to gamit yung rectangle natin. Yan, blue pa yung nagamit ko. Pasensya na. And another one we have. Okay, so yan. Okay, so we have two groups of positive 3 counters. So bibilangin lang natin kung ilan yung ating mga counters dito. So yan, since blue naman yan. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 positive counters. So ang sagot natin dito ay positive 6. Okay, so yan. Okay na? So, yan. Unlike sign, negative. Nakikita niyo yung sagot. Like sign, positive. Yan. So, balik tayo sa presentation. Okay, so rules in multiplying integers. So, ito yung rule natin. Number 1, the product of two integers with the same sign, ibig sabihin parehas na positive or parehas na negative, yung sagot nun ay always be positive. Then, another rule is the product of two integers with different sign is always negative. So, ibig sabihin yan, kung nagmumultiply tayo, positive times negative, that is equal to negative. Or negative times positive, that is also equal to negative. Kung magkaiba yung sign. Okay, so, yan. Sagutan natin to. Multiply the following. Yan. Multiply natin to. Identify muna natin kung parehas yung kanilang sign. So, ito parehas na positive. So, definitely, ang sagot natin dito ay positive din. So, 2 times 8, that is equal to 16. Yan, positive 16. Dito naman, we have negative times a positive. So, yan, magkaiba yung sign. So, pag magkaiba yung sign, automatic na yun na yung product niyan ay negative din. That is, 3 times 6, that is negative 18. Then next, ito naman, we have negative 4 times a negative 5. So kung mapapansin ninyo, parehas silang negative, definitely their product must be a positive. So yan, pagka parehas yung sign, positive yung sagot. So 4 times 5 rather, that is equal to 20. The next, positive 7 times negative 6. Yan, magkaiba na naman yung sign. Pag magkaiba yung sign, automatic na yung sagot ay equal sa negative. Is negative 42. Okay, next. Negative 6 multiply to a negative 4. Ayan, parehas na naman yung sign nito. Parehas silang negative. So, the product will be equal to a positive, negative 6 times negative 4. Since that is both positive, the answer will be positive. Always be positive. Yan. So, yun yung sagot. Okay na? Okay, so next. Okay, so let us have this problem. Aring Maria is a fruit vendor at Moonwalk Market. She sells avocado for 100 pesos per kilo. Yan. Sabihin yan, ang kada kilo ng avocado na tinitinda ni Aling Maria ay 100 pesos. How much does she have is if she sells 4 kilo? Yan. Magkano yung pagbentahan ni Maria kung nakapagbenta siya ng 4 na kilo? So, ilalagay natin dito yung ating solution. Okay, so, yan. We have 100 pesos. Mumultiply natin yan sa 4 na kilo. Ilang kilo na? Magkano na yung benta ni Aling Maria? So, 100 times 4, that will be equal to 400 pesos. Yan. Yes, 400 pesos. Lagay lang natin dito. Yan yung pagbentahan ni Aling Maria. Yan. Okay na? So, next problem tayo. Okay, so a temperature drop by 4 degrees every hour. How much does it drop after 3 hours? Yan, bumabagsak daw yung ating temperature by 4 degrees every hour. Yan. Pagkaraan ng 3 oras, gaano na kalaki yung ibinaba ng ating temperature? Halimbawa, yan. So, what we're going to do is to multiply. Yan. Ito ay below, ayan, drop. So, i-represent natin to. Negative numbers can be represented using this term, drop, yan, decrease, mga ganon. Okay, so we have negative 4, and negative 4 multiply by, yan, pagkaraan ng 3 oras, so negative 4 times 3, that will be equal to, okay, magkaiba yung sign natin, yung isa negative, yung isa positive. Definitely, the product is negative. So, that is negative. Negative 4 times 3, that is negative 12. Sorry, Negative 12. Oh, no! Yan. Tensya na, mali kasi yung aking keyboard. And negative 12 degrees. Okay, next. Let us have this. Next problem. Sir Ramos walks. Uy! Sino si Sir Ramos? Okay, so yan. Sir Ramos walks from Villaloningning to Equitable Village Annex at a constant speed of 38 meter for every minute. If he walks 3 minutes to reach the school, then how far is Equitable Annex from Villaloningning? Yan. Yan, lalakad ko lang yan from Villaloningning to going to the school. 3 minuto ko lang yan nilalakad, especially kapag ka-late na ako. Ang constant speed ko ay 38 every minute. Yan. Sa loob ng 1 minuto, meron na akong 38 meters na nilakad. Okay, so paano ba ito sagutan? Gagamitin natin dito yung multiplication kasi after 3 minutes, nare-reach ko yung school. Tanong dyan, gaano kalayo? So we have yan. 38 yung speed ko. We have 38. Multiply ko yan sa ilang minuto ko nilalakad yan. That is 3. And that will be equal to, yan, parehas silang positive. So, 38 times 3. So, 3 times 8. Yan, pag nagmo-multiply, unahin natin to. 3 times 8, that is equal to 24. So, lalagay natin dito yung 4. Yan. Then we have 2. Yan, 3 times, yan, 3 times 3, that is 9 plus 2, that is equal to 11. Yan, so that is 114 meter. Okay, so yan, huwag kalimutan ilagay yung unit kung may unit man yan. O, ganyan kalayo yung school mula sa Villa Luningning. Okay, so yan. Maraming pong salamat. Next na tayo. Okay, so application. Ito yung consequence in one action. Yan, tandaan nyo to. Bago kayo gumawa ng anumang kagaganda o ikasisira ng inyong buhay. Yan. When a good things happen to a good person, then that is good. Yan. Pag mabuti yung nangyari sa mabuting tao. When a good things happen to a bad person, that is bad. Okay, so ayan, nasa ng hustisya. When a bad things happen to a good person, that is also bad. Ba't ganon? Yan. When a bad things happen to a bad person, that is also good. Yan, I believe in karma. Yan. Okay, so yan. Application lang yan. Okay, so division tayo. Use integer counters to find the quotient. Negative 15 divide that to positive 3. So let's begin with a negative counters. 15 negative counters. Nasaan yon? Okay, so ito. As you can see, meron tayong 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 negative counters. What we're going to do is to separate that counters into 3 equal groups. So, meron tayong first group, we have another group, then lastly, we have this. Okay, so how many negative counter in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yan. Nakita ninyo, dinivide lang natin to into 3 equal groups. So, yung bawat group, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that will be equal to, yan, lalagay ko lang dito yung sagot. That is equal now to negative 5. Okay, so bakit negative 5? Meron tayong negative counters dito. Wala naman nagbago yung sa negative counters. So, yan. Sabihin yan, meron tayong 5 negative counter in its group. Ano? Okay, next. Yeah. Okay, so divide the integers with the same sign. So pag nagdi-divide tayo ng integers, the quotient of two integers with the same sign is positive. Yan. Same lang to sa multiplication, yung rule natin. The only difference is, dito, we are actually dividing a numbers. Doon naman sa multiplication, we multiply. Yan. Pero yung rule natin, kapag ka like sign, positive. Pagka unlike sign, negative. So, example natin, we have 8 divide natin sa positive 2. Okay, so both positive. So we have, lagyan natin dito yung sagot. Medyo malaki yung aking ginagamit ng cursor. Itan ko lang. So, that will be equal to positive 16. Yan, parehas silang positive. Likewise dito, negative 8 divide that to, sorry, it should be, so we're not on multiplication. So, yan, baguhin ko lang. So, sorry, nasa division tayo. 8 divide that to positive 2. So, yan. So, given that 8 counters, divide natin yon into 2 groups. That will be equal to, in every group, we have 4 positive counters. Ilalagay natin dito yung sagot, that is positive 4. Yan. Sensya na, kagagaling natin sa multiplication. Nailagay ko kanina dito yung 16. Pag multiplication to. Yan, 16. So, negative 8 divided to negative 2. So, that will be equal to, so yan, parehas na negative. Ang sagot dyan ay positive. Ayan, that is equal to positive 4. Yan, tandaan, pagka same sign, that is positive. The next, the quotient of two integers with different sign is negative. So, makikita nyo, magkaiba yung sign, then the quotient will be negative. So, 8 divided to negative 2, that is equal to negative 4. Next, negative 8 divided to positive 2, that is equal also to negative 4. Yan. Okay na yan? Pag magkaiba yung sign ng dalawang integer, then yung quotient niyan ay negative. Laging tatandaan nyo na regardless kung ano yung nauna, yung positive man or yung negative. Basta magkaiba yung sign. So, dividing integers with the same sign. Another example, we have negative 18 divided to negative 3. Okay, so parehas silang negative. So makikita nyo dito yung negative, yan, yung integer natin, parehas yung sign nila, that is negative. And the quotient is a positive. Yan. Negative 18 divided to negative 6, since that is both negative, the quotient must be equal to a positive 3. Next, how about this? Dividing integers with different sign. So, magkaiba yung sign. Tingnan natin to. 75 divided to negative 25. Yan. Dito, nauna yung positive kaysa sa negative. Dito naman, nauna yung negative kaysa sa positive. Can be in the form of this operation, yung division, or it can be in this form. That is a rational or fraction. Ito yung ating divisor. Ito yung ating dividend. Ito yung ating dividend. Ito yung ating divisor. Ang sagot niyan, tawag doon ay quotient. Okay, so 75 divided to negative 25. So magkaiba yung sign. Yan. Different sign. Dito naman, negative 54 divided to positive 6. Yan. Ang sagot niyan ay negative. Yan, negative 3. Ito naman, negative 9. So the quotient is negative. Yan ay kung magkaiba yung sign ng dinidivide natin. Okay, so let's try to divide these numbers. Okay, so yan. Bilis lang to. So, 14 divided to 2. Okay, so since pareha silang positive, the quotient is also positive and that is 7. Okay, next. Negative 32 divided to negative 4. Okay, so same lang din to. Ha? Pareha silang negative, so ang quotient nito ay positive din. That is positive 8. Okay, next. Negative 40 divided to negative 8, that will be equal to, yan, kinulang. So, dito ko na lang ilalagay yung sagot. Yan. Parehas na naman silang negative. Yan. The quotient is equal to a positive. That is positive 5. Okay, next. Dito naman. 0 divided to a negative 6. Okay, so yan, 0. Tatanong yan. Ha? Anong sagot dito? Will it be positive or negative? So, it's definitely dapat sana dito either, pero since 0 yung kwan natin, yung dividend natin, then the answer will be 0. We cannot divide that 0 by any number. So, always, when you divide that 0 by any number, the quotient is always be equal to 0. And take note, 0 is neither be positive nor negative. So, yan. Next, number 5. Negative 49 divided to 7. Yan. Mapapansin nyo, magkaiba yung ating sign. So, that will be equal to a negative. Negative 49 divided to 7, that is equal to negative 7. The next, dito naman, positive 21 divided to negative 3. Again, magkaiba ulit yung sign. So, that will be equal to a negative 7. Okay, so yan. Okay na. So, lagi lang tandaan, pagka nagde-divide tayo, kung parehas yung sign, katulad nito, positive divided to positive, negative divided to negative, the quotient is always be positive. Pero kung magkaiba yung sign like this, negative 49 divided to 7, the quotient is always negative. That is negative 7. Positive divided to negative, makikita nyo dito yung quotient natin, negative yung sign. Okay, so next. Okay, so homework. Perform the operation. So, yung ating fundamental operation, yung natapos, yan, lalagay lang ninyo dito yung mga sagot. Then, observe na rin ninyo. Yan. Kasi yung susunod na lesson natin, wait for my next video. Yan. Paki-abang-abang na lang yung ating week 4, that is properties of equality. Yan. Marami pong salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Hanggang sa muli po, sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-subscribe, pindutin lang po yung subscribe button, kasama na rin po yung notification bell. Yan po, marami pong salamat. Hanggang sa muli, paalam!